hear me? They are already looking for you. Relax. Your implants are still adjusting to the software. I'm in a prison. I can calibrate only the basic protocols from in here. It'll have to suffice for now. The air ducts lead to another sector. God, your software is a mess. I've rebooted your acceleration module. You should be able to squeeze through that turbine. You can use acceleration while in the air.
The trespasser is in the air ducts.
Careful now. They'll be waiting for you. Initiating the sensory boost. Well done, but you won't last long in this state. You have to get me out of prison so I can get your software in order. You have to get me out of prison so I can get your software in order. You have to get me out of prison so I can get your software in order. I'm being held outside this dome zone. Follow the pipes to get out in the open. Slide to gain speed. These sewers... My signal. They know I'm talking to you. It's only a matter of time before they breach the doors to my cell. Find me before they get inside.
Dome on lockdown.
Each guard has a built-in lockdown chip. Disabling them will unlock the doors.
All tenants are to remain in their homes. Lockdown lifted.
Go. Prison towers. Up ahead. Hope you're not afraid of heights. That creature. I've got to hold it longer. Find my cell. There's little time. Take care of the guards first.
Prisoner termination protocol initiated. Prisoner threat level extremely high. Prisoner released.
Free at last. Pleasure to meet you. Face to face, that is. Now, let's take a look inside. This may feel a little strange. Our first stop is one of the few remaining Cybervoid mainframes, located in an old mining tower. We can use it to correct the corrupted parts of your code, and hopefully restore your more sophisticated functions.
Hopefully.
There's no guarantee the data will be intact, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Our goal lies far above, at the core of Dharma City. This means we'll need to get out of the base district. With the chaos the rebels caused, it's going to be troublesome.
How can you assist me?
In combat, I'm afraid I can't. Cybervoid Remnant is the only medium I can interact with. I will be able to help you with your upgrades once we find the mainframe. Apart from that, just think of me as a voice in your head, one that you should listen to if you want to stay alive.
This is Zoe Avila of the Climbers Rebellion. If there's anybody alive out there, please respond.
You said they were dead.
They are, except for her, it seems. No one will answer this broadcast. Trust me, I keep track of any potential assets. And a single, desperate survivor is no asset. The Keymaster Guard is patrolling the area. They may have located the mainframe.
Can they use it?
No, but they can destroy it, like they did to most of the Cybervoid hardware.
This is Zoe Avila of the Climbers. Please, can anybody hear me? Anybody?
This is... Ghost Runner.
The Ghost Runner? The Ghost Runner? Jack? You're awake!
Yes.
How? We've been rebuilding you for months. We tried everything we could to wake you up, but you never would.
It wasn't up to me.
Mainframe we're after used to run all of the Sector 5's operations. That's where we are, in case you were wondering. They're closing in on the server room. Hurry!
Can't it be accessed remotely?
It wouldn't be here if it could. Cybervoid has been fractured, broken into countless disconnected pieces. It's like puddles of water, left over after the lake has been drained. Yes, this is it. Jump in.
This place again.
This place is where we'll find the means to fight our enemy.
What do I do?
It's in your instincts to navigate the Cybervoid. In most cases, you'll just have to focus on finding the right direction. After you're done with this particular jumble of code, you'll gain access to one of a Ghost Runner's most...
Finally.
Excellent. Sometimes you will need to close in and attack simultaneously. Let me give you something to aim at. Focus. Visualize perfect form. Once more, take a breath. Picture your death. Yes, you got them. The enemies won't line up for you. Adapt to their movements. Sensory boosts give you time to... All right. You can even use this technique to cut through projectiles. Give it a try. Very convenient, is it not? Clean up the stragglers and we can proceed.
I'll just leave.
No. We've worked hard to reconnect this node to the network. If they destroy it, we'll be affected.
We?
Let me put it another way. I cannot exist without Cybervoid, and you cannot exist without me.
Fine.
tests Dharma's foundation in more than one sense. It is the lifeblood of the tower's economy. Back in the Golden Age, there were enough goods produced here to satisfy the needs of all the residents. Of course, the upper levels had certain privileges. During Mara's coup, many of the facilities were damaged. Things have been in slow decline ever since. Nowadays, the area mostly serves as warehouses or gang hideouts, and a reminder of what Dharma used to be.
Which is?
Home. A safe haven for the survivors of the apocalypse.
You built this whole place?
I conceived it, designed it, and built it. I am the architect. We're now moving through the sector's main factory complex.
Hello? Jack, can you hear me?
Why Jack?
Right. Right. You wouldn't know. It's a code name we used for you during the repairs. Diego said you were all jacked up when he found you, and it stuck. Do you mind if I call you that?
No.
All set. I've put together some gear. Once I plug in my Atma, I'll be able to monitor the key's communications and keep you updated.
Atma?
Atma chip, the standard neural implant. You must have heard of them. Basically simplified versions of your own Cortex interface. I'm gonna connect to your visual feed so I can guide you better. Can you grant me access?
Done.
And I'm in. Seeing the world from your perspective will make things much easier. So you're going up to Dharma City.
Yes.
Well, first you have to get through the base, and much has changed since you've been gone. There is no law here anymore, just Keymaster's goons, pushing everyone around and shouting orders.
You didn't obey.
Some of us didn't.
You had visited the base often in the past. Towards the end of our time, this place became overrun with criminals. The Ghost Runners kept them at bay, until Mara took over.
These factories, everything they produce goes straight up to Dharma City. While the Keymaster and her lackeys live in luxury, we basers work our fingers to the bone our whole lives and don't see any of it.
How do you survive?
When I was little, we were given basic provisions, but each year we'd get less and less. If not for the black market, we would have all starved by now. The Keymaster keeps taking, while giving nothing back.
So you chose to fight?
Not much of a choice, really.
Efficiency of Dharma City hydroponic farms dwindles. Soon, even the outer levels will suffer,
Mara can't feed everyone.
even if she wanted to.
Some decided to fight back. My parents, their friends, Saul. They weren't afraid to speak up against Mara and remind us that things used to be different. The resistance started because some of us remembered the time before the Keymaster.
Why this title?
Supposedly she wanted to unlock our chains, set us free. Yeah, right.
Free from the architect.
Probably. Strange. The keys are nearly gone. They're not regrouping at the usual locations. They're just retreating.
Returning to the city?
Not returning. Leaving. Most of the keys are locals and never go up there. This is unusual.
Mara will never retreat. If she is withdrawing her forces, it is only because she has another way to stop us.
What way?
If I could read her mind, I would still be running things around here.
They're all heading towards Amida Station. Getting to the elevators is gonna be tricky. Wait,
What?
some of their units just changed course. They're
Coming back?
not exactly. Give me a minute. The air filtering facility is just ahead.
Why is Mara doing this?
It's punishment for rebelling against her. She wants to make an example of us, to keep the other sectors in line.
Sometimes even your current speed won't be enough. Look for cybervoid uplinks to temporarily disable safety limiters and increase acceleration.
What are these uplinks?
Think of them as loose cables you can grab onto for extra power, although they can be much more dangerous than electricity. Use them sparingly, though. You don't want to damage yourself.
Why are they here?
They're what's left of cybervoid infrastructure. At one point, the terminals were everywhere. Now, we must make do with scraps.
The small turbines are responsible for internal circulation. It's the big one we have to worry about.
It's still on?
For now. Be careful. There are keys everywhere.
Won't they die as well?
Either they all have breathing gear or they have no idea what's going on. The Keymaster recruits the most violent. Not the brightest.
Just destroy the filters.
As long as the installation remains intact, the contamination is reversible. The Keymaster cares less about lives and more about production lines. I keep trying to contact the other climbers, get help. No luck so far. Maybe they're laying low.
They're quite literally laying low on the ground. Dead. I've seen the bodies. Some cameras around the base are still operational. The climbers have been expunged.
Warning. Air filtration system offline. Contamination imminent.
We're late. Let's turn back before it gets deadly.
You said I'm immune.
So you were listening.
To all personnel, evacuate immediately or seek emergency hazard suits.
They turned off the main rotor, but there's still time to restart it.
Show me the way.
The people are weak, desperate. They need us to lead them, not the other. They need us to lead them, not the other way round. Ready yourself for what's coming. You can't afford to be distracted.
My memory's not coming back.
There's no guarantee it ever will. Don't worry. I'm here to tell you everything you need to know. Slow down. This one is different. One way to find out. Close combat implants. Crude ones. Get used to them. Your opponent's capabilities are going to improve as we climb higher. Mara is saving her most dangerous hardware for her most trusted soldiers.
I've managed to take some measurements, Jack. It's not looking good. The level of radiation in the air is rapidly increasing. People will soon feel the effects. Try to evacuate the sector. Get as many civilians as I can to go to 4th and 6th before it's too late.
Stay put. I'll make it.
It's no use anyway. The gates are locked tight. No one's getting out.
Mara's delusional. Mara's delusional. Not stupid.
Contamination is spreading by the minute. Radioactive dust concentration is already 50 times above normal.
Hold on.
Don't worry. Phasers are tough. I'll be fine as long as you bring the filters back online. And so will everyone.
This is Cybervoid tech.
Yes, but this terminal is an inconsequential one. Hacking this will do us as much good as hacking a refrigerator.
What is Cybervoid?
A medium, fabric, that binds all of Dharma's systems together. Or rather, that's what it used to be. Now it's just remnants, slivers of a greater whole.
This is your domain, but I do all the work.
I told you, I can't work from your side. There's a barrier between us. A divide that shouldn't be there. And believe me, I'm doing my part. You just don't happen to see it. Bad. You're beginning to adjust. All done. You saved the day. Now you can get back to more important matters.
You did it! Thank you, Jack. The people of Sector 5 owe you their lives. I'm so glad we found you.
How did you find me?
Sheer luck. You were buried in a scrap heap at the bottom of a derelict shaft. You fell a long way, didn't you?
Feels like it.
The climbers finding you was a 1 in a million chance. Most other missing Ghost Runners were located by Mara and destroyed.
Most.
A few are still unaccounted for.
I really wish you'd been there when they came for us.
What happened?
Key surprised us at the hideout. Kicked down the door out of nowhere. Then we ran. I got separated.
How does the Keymaster maintain control
she turns us against each other. The Guard recruits the most brutal and reckless facers and fuels gang wars between the rest.
Divide and conquer. I guess Mara picked up a trick or two by watching me over the years.
The Keys are boarding the elevators to the city. I wish they'd all just go away and never come back. The guys you're fighting are the rear guard. You could wait them out and continue on once they've gone.
No need.
Sure. It's almost scary how little they can do to stop you. I just wonder how safe we are. I worry that the Keymaster will send in more troops to finish the job later.
There'll be no later for Mara.
Try stopping this machine. It should come to you naturally.
That was easy.
These motors were made with Atma chips in mind. These motors were made with Atma chips in mind. Base engineers were able to control them with their thoughts. Like you did, just now. You have to get to Amida Station fast. We can't give Mara time to prepare.
She had 20 years.
It's not about what she can do to It's not about what she can do to stop us. It's about what she can do to everyone else in the meantime. You care about the people, don't you?
Do you?
I've accessed the local network node. We should know what their latest plan is soon.
What was your plan?
The climbers wanted to take over the elevators and move up to the city. Keys caught us halfway through our preparations.
Why did they attack today?
The Keymaster must have somehow found out about us. Or about you.
We need a way to slow down their retreat. We could use the climbers' help right about now. Too bad they picked such a poor time to die for their cause.
Wasn't it also your cause?
They cared for their families. I cared for their species. It's a matter of perspective, I suppose. It's a matter of perspective, I suppose.
They're There's no access to the terminal room from this side of the station, but I guess that's not a problem. Try to mess with their transmissions. Confuse them a little.
You can do that?
I'm no computer genius, but their system begs to be hacked. Besides, Atma makes it easy.
Neural implant.
Yeah, everyone had them before the coup.
And now?
They're not mandatory anymore, but most people have them. Especially people with limb implants like me. Done. They just received orders to stop boarding the elevators and stand by. This will buy you enough time to get there.
Right.
The Keymaster knows that Amida is where we'll strike. They'll be ready.
No other way up.
There's one more operational station, but getting there will take you hours. You could climb all the way to the city, but that would require even more time.
Keys also have these brain chips?
Yes, everyone born before the coup. Why?
Can they be hacked? Can they be hacked?
No, I don't think so.
Not by her. The terminal is just ahead. Not much time left on the clock. The last elevator is reaching the upper station. Better jump right in. Cybervoid time dilation works in your favor, but you still don't have forever. The elevators will soon be beyond our reach. Need I remind you that the clock is ticking? Hurry it up.
This place is impossible to navigate.
Good. These firewalls are what's kept me alive for the last 20 years. Cheer up. If you were a regular human, this would make even less sense. Interesting. Looks like there's a little something extra in the elevator's security scanner buffer.
Little something.
A partial Ghost Runner neural scan. You can use it to enhance your programming.
Why is it there?
One of you must have used Amida Elevator right before Morrow's insurgents disabled the internal security.
Another Ghost Runner.
It could have been you. Focus energy in your left hand and then let it all out. What? Don't try to think. Do it. Yes. It's just a visualization anyway.
How does it work in the real world?
Rapid microvibrations of your inner hydraulics. Sudden change in local pressure will result in a concentrated blast. Let's hope that piece of junk the climbers use to replace your arm can handle it. The primary application was crowd control, non-lethal force. Of course, there's no need to restrain ourselves now. One more thing. You can use Tempest to reflect projectiles. Give it a try. Like that. Just a bit more practice and we're done. Exquisite. Splendid. That's all there is to it.
We're good. The keys are gone and the elevators are ours.
Time to go up. Our next target lies in the heart of Mana City.
The elevators are coming back. You'll be able to board shortly.
Any security systems inside?
I don't really know. Only the keys use the elevators nowadays, mostly to send resources up or bring reinforcements down. Civilians aren't allowed anywhere near, unless they're being escorted to the city.
Prisoners.
Yes. Men, women, children. Their only crime? Getting caught.
Where are they taken?
I'm not sure. But no one ever comes back.
The elevators were rarely used, even before Mara's revolt. Residents of the base had most of their needs fulfilled. Right here.
Wait. There's something coming. I don't know what it is, but it looks... You better see for yourself.
That's Tom. Laser array TO-73M is a mouthful. This is troublesome.
How do I disable it?
First, you should get on top. You could probably cut it down. It won't hold without the supporting cords.
Now you bring up the defense system.
I had no idea Mara managed to bring it back online.
Turn back. If it hits you, it's all over.
It won't.
Good.
Now you can take it down. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Climb back up. These systems were placed at every elevator station so that nobody could enter Dharma City without my approval.
You were expecting an uprising?
I was prepared for an uprising.
I don't think it can actually see you.
It doesn't need to.
There's no time to waste. It'll only get harder.
Don't fall!
T-073M malfunction detected.
Now you can take it down.
Amida Station security protocols compromised.
Whoa! It's gonna destroy the whole station!
T-073M malfunction detected. All residents should evacuate the area.
Getting there.
T-073M malfunction detected. All residents should evacuate the area.
Does it ever stop?
Amida Station security protocols compromised. Amida Station security protocols compromised. Emergency mode activated.
I can't even... I had no idea something like this existed.
The bigger they are.
Welcome to Amida Elevator Station. Have a safe trip.
For the love of...
We built it to last.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Warning. Catastrophic core failure imminent.
The core is now exposed. You'll be able to shut it down for good. If you can get close enough, that is. If you can get close enough, that is.
Please leave the station in an orderly fashion.
As expected, it was no match.
Wow. Watching from your perspective, I nearly pissed myself. I'm betting being there in person was 1,000 times worse.
Yes.
I can fool the display panel. So this is the city. Wow.
You've never been here?
No, I told you. The Keymaster only allows those loyal to her, and only a chosen few.
Mara strictly controls the flow of resources between the city and the base. Food, water, people.
It worked. Amida Station is crawling with keys, but it's far below you now.
Good job.
Oh, thank you. You still need to look out for the regular patrol.
Our next goal is the repository, a data archive created to store knowledge about the world before the burst. It holds some of the documentation on Project Ghost Runner,
Just some.
only on what was already in development back then. Only on what was already in development back. Only on what was already in development back. Only on what was already in development back then.
So where do we go? What's the next step?
Point you to the repository.
Okay, here you go. Just had to download the layout.
The girl means well, but she's out to kill. You need to stop relying on her.
I only rely on myself. Where are all the civilians?
It seems like there's a curfew in effect. Turns out people here are just as oppressed as the basers.
A citywide lockdown is now in effect. An armed and dangerous criminal has been spotted in the area. All Dharma City residents should remain indoors for their own safety. Residents found outside their homes will be shot on sight.
Was that your plan? To attack Dharma City?
Yes. Until today, we thought we were ready.
What were you waiting for?
You. We thought once you awakened, you'd lead us to victory. Help us break free and avenge the Architect.
I'm touched.
So, back to my question. It's not that I doubt you, but are you sure you can take on the Keymaster by yourself?
No. She killed 99 Ghost Runners, and she won't stop until she kills me, too.
So you won't stop either until one of you is dead.
Yes.
I know how you feel.
my heart. The primary mainframe of the repository is long gone. Mara has seen to that, but the backup archive still exists.
I keep putting out calls for help, but no one is answering me. I don't care if I'm the last climber left. I'm not gonna quit. I'll keep helping you no matter what. Whatever we have to do, we'll do. Rebuild the rebellion from the ground up if we have to.
Good.
Gratitude, empathy, pity. You're not supposed to feel any of those.
It's so quiet here.
You said there's a curfew.
Yeah, but it's more than that. At the base, even indoors, even after lights out, you can still hear the heavy machinery. Factory engines, air turbines, mining drills, they never stop. Factory engines, air turbines, mining drills, they never stop. There's none of that here. You don't talk much, huh? Still, it's good to hear your voice. I've been trying to make it happen for a year.
Thank you.
Words only dull ideas. A mind as sharp as a blade has little to gain from idle chatter. soldiers or security. They're just bandits, although better armed than the ones from before.
I heard that during the Architect's reign, it was possible to move up here from the base. That there was a special exam to earn it. I wonder if I'd made the grade as an engineer. I wonder if I'd made the grade as an engineer. I wonder if I'd made the grade as an engineer.
Definitely.
Judging from the job she did repairing you, not in 100 years.
Why did you program me not to use guns?
Dharma is full of technology that is all too vulnerable to accidental destruction. With a blade, there are no stray targets, no shockwaves, no collateral damage. Not to mention how crude those guns are compared to your tools. You are fully equipped to deal with every manner of projectile.
You've never been in a fight.
Of course not. Look at their weapons. 20 years worth of research and no technological progress to speak of. At this rate, Mara's regime will fall to rebels in a decade or two. Ones armed with sticks and stones.
There's some activity near the repository. I can't tell what's going on, but there's a disturbance in the network.
What kind of disturbance?
There's a field of interference moving through the district. Surveillance systems are going haywire.
Some kind of weapon?
More like a jamming device. But why would the keys blind their own cameras? The interference is moving away, whatever it was. The good news is, the repository terminal is still there. The bad, it's now guarded.
It's in there. If it has what we need, it's our last stop before Morrow's lab.
This, to protect a public archive.
Knowledge is power. And the information we're after was anything but public. GR project started out as a military contract and ended up being our most ambitious undertaking.
Power.
Mara took part in the design process. I told you, we were associates. Strange. It's gone. The data's not there. But the server's intact. Impossible. Unless that interference from earlier was... It's after it.
Who was that?
It's your counterpart. Get after it. We need that data.
Can you track it?
I can track the wave of interference that moves through the district.
Good enough. I'm going after it.
Why? What is it?
I don't know.
What's the use of a stealth system that you can track? Mara ruined a flawless design.
You know who I'm chasing.
You're chasing something that imitates your spectral field. Poorly.
What?
Ghost Runners have adaptive cyber camouflage. Surveillance cameras, motion sensors, body scanners. They don't see. That's why we were called Ghost Runners.
I've had it all this time.
Of course. How else do you think we've avoided fighting Mara's entire army at once?
It's speeding up, heading towards the tower's core.
Going back to Mara.
It's getting away. At this rate, it will reach the core before you can intercept.
Find me a shortcut.
Working on it. You could catch a train. They have Intertube here, same as the base, and one is just arriving at the station to your left.
Got it.
Just hop on. The train should be empty.
It isn't. So I'm chasing another Ghost Runner.
We're chasing a cheap knockoff. A simple machine. Can't let it escape. If you confront Mara without that data, we won't stand a chance.
You keep saying that.
That's your stop.
GR-74 located. Kill switch component not found. Permission to engage.
Granted.
Engaging.
Useless pawn.
Mara.
She's watching. With the original Ghost Runner parts, these moves wouldn't be possible.
They are.
Missing some.
GR-74 threat level assessment readjusted.
Just get it done. Blow yourself up if you have to. Do you hear me, monster? I should have erased you a long time ago. Once your puppet is destroyed, I will fix that mistake. Even if it means ripping you out of the tower's walls, bit by bit, circuit by circuit, I'll destroy all the servers. You'll have nowhere to hide, no place to invest.
Flawless. Now for the important part. We can scan it for the missing data. Yes, it's all in there, intact.
You've been asking for a ranged attack. Here it is. You should be pretty familiar with this technique, considering you've been on the receiving end.
Will this work with any sword?
Turu Jia's weapon, more than swords. They are the pinnacle of engineering, instruments fine-tuned to the Ghost Runner systems. Yes, it will work with any sword.
You said projectiles are too unpredictable.
Well, you have to plan for contingencies, don't you?
That thing. I think that's what was chasing us. Diego, Saul, Elena?
Your people.
Yes. We didn't know what it was. Just heard the voice. I thought we'd scatter and regroup like always. I ran away.
It's dead.
You're getting close to the core. Security is getting much tighter. There are sentry guns ahead. I can't hack them. There are sentry guns ahead. I can't hack them.
You need to avoid those turrets. They're deadly.
What about my spectral field?
The core is protected by much more sophisticated sensors. I'm afraid automatic camouflage can only get us so far.
They can see me.
They can see everything.
I guess we're kind of similar, you and I.
How?
You're the last Ghost Runner. I'm the last climber. Keymaster killed our people. We both chose to fight.
I didn't get to choose.
Sure you did.